Speedway, August 25th, 1996. The legend cars are on the track. On the front row, looks like it's got number 6, 42, 9, 32, 28, 65 back here in the last row. Purple and yellow, I couldn't catch his number, we'll catch him when he goes by. 63 and 33. Here we go. I believe the, oh! Right off the bat, we've got a major problem. 9 in the hard front first turn hub rail, very hard. 33, and I believe another red car, Purple didn't catch his number. 9 hard in that first turn wall. Back out, we want to mention a couple of our sponsors here at Midvale Speedway for Mid-Vid Racing Videos, and that is Key Joe's Body and Paint and Lehigh Insurance Agency in Uricksville, Ohio. Two fine sponsors here for Mid-Vid Racing Videos at Midvale Speedway. White flag has been displayed. Next time by, we should go back racing. Six and 42 brings him in. Down turn 1, out of 2, it's number 6. Out in front, 42 in second, in close pursuit. 28 in the yellow and white car. He's in third. 32 in the green car. He's in fourth. 75, fifth, and 63 make up the remaining part of the field. The first heat of the Legends here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Number 6 out in front. 42 in second. Third still is number 28. 32 looks on the inside. He pulls up beside him as they enter turn number 3. Coming out of 4. He takes over that position. Halfway by Eddie Warmack that time. Halfway. 6 and 42 are pulled away from the rest of the field, and 6 is pulled away basically from 42. Has been displayed into turn 3 one more time. Coming out of 4 is going to be a race winner, number 6. 42 will finish second, 32 third, 28, 75, and 63. The top 5 cars in that heat transfer automatically for the feature later on this evening here at Midvale Speedway, August 25th, 1996. The Fast and Action Track in Tuscarawas County.
Number 16, you know, big round of applause for Tim Jones from Charleston, West Virginia, picking up the first heat win here at Midvale Speedway for the Legend Cars. Going to be back in action next Sunday.
Okay, second heat in the legend cars. 4, 6, 20, 25, 23, 43, 44, and there's a white car out there with no number. We'll try to catch it on the other side or on top. Here we go. Number 1, white number 1 back there. Into turn 1, out of 2. It's number 4 out in front. 6, he's been here before. Father and son team of 6 and 20. Running second and third right now. 25 is in that 4th spot. 23 is in that 5th spot. Now he's in the 4th. 25 back to 5th. Then 43, 1 and 44. Number 4 out in front. Is in second, third it goes to number 20. The father's in 6, and I believe the son's in 20. 23, 25, 43, 1 and 44. Halfway this time. Trying to catch 4, but he's got a pretty good lead on him right now. Got them all covered. '25 and 43 into a 4th position. White flag coming out. Down in turn 1. 43, loser coming out of 4. He's off the track. There won't be no yellow. Your leader goes into turn 3. Out of 4. 4, 6, 20, 23. 25, 1, and 44. Picking up the second heat tonight here in the Legends. Number 4, he's been here a few times. Don't forget about Twin City Pawn and Gun located in Uricksville and Mako's Market in Pharmacy in Uricksville, Ohio. 2 more fine sponsors for Mid-Vid Racing Videos this year here at Midvale Speedway. There's your winner. Number 4. Moving into the third heat of the Legends. 24, Eric Spartan. He won the feature here last week. 1D16. Here we go. 17, 1 red, 39, 5 yellow. Eric Spartan out in front. He's got a brother that drives. No start. Total restart. Let's try to get these other numbers here as they come by. 24, 16, 1D, 1 red, 17, 83 yellow, 39, 5 yellow, and 58. That makes up your field. For the third heat of the Legends here tonight at Midvale Speedway, the fast and action track in Tuscarawas County. Okay, here we go. Third heat. Start. Looking good this time. Looking good. One and two to go. Eric 24. Geronimo in 1D. 16's in third. 17's in fourth. Fifth is the red number 1 out there. Then 83, 39, 58, and 5. Eric showing the way in a 24 car. Go. Eric Spartan out in front. Geronimo in 1D. 17 and 16 into its fourth position. The top 5 transfer now. The one's on the bubble. He's got a pretty comfortable lead between him and the 83 car. Flag coming out for Eric Spartan. Into turn 4. Eric Spartan 24. 1D, 16, 17, 1 red. 39 and 83 and 58. Here comes your winner, Eric Spartan, the third heat winner tonight in the Legends cars. Clum Tire, your local distributor for Hoosier street tires, located in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Check out Clum Tire and Water Street Deli, located in Uricksville, your #1 stop for all your fruit and vegetable needs. Check out Water Street Deli, located in Uricksville, Ohio. There's your winner of the third heat, Eric Spartan from West Virginia, last week's feature winner.
60 or 70 miles west now.
Now we're moving into the pit stop car, Super Late model. First heat. Top qualifier tonight is number 23, Bobby Gainer. Dino Long will bring him in 80. Rich Dessecker, 49 on the outside. Ernie Shook in 24. Jim Rambut in 83. Bob Gainer, 23, your top qualifier. And Gary Whipke, 59. Rich Dessecker showing the way in the Laurel Valley Oil. Sponsor number 49 out in front. Neil Long in second. Ernie Shook third. And Jim Rambud. Bob Gainer. Gary Whipke has since retired to the pit area. Halfway by Eddie Warmack. Rambut hanging on the fourth. Third is Ernie Shook. Second is Dino Long. Your first place driver out there is Rich Dessecker. Bob Gainer trying to make his move up to the pack. stretch they go. Coming out of 4. Rich Dessicker, Dino Long, Ernie Shook, Jim Rambud, and Bob Gaynor retired on the white flag lap. Picking up the fast heat in the Laurel Valley Oil, sponsor number 49, Rich Dessicker in 49.
Third guy, the truck sales service, truck cycle, Chevrolet, Laurel Valley Oil. Sponsor gives him a round of applause. He's our track record holder at 13.
Track record holder, Rich Dessicker.
To break the 13 second.
Okay, moving into the second heat of the Pit Stop Car Wash Super Late Model Racing Division. Tell you a little bit about Pit Stop Car Wash. They've got 2 locations, one in Dover and New Philadelphia, Ohio. Your full service, one is in Dover. They've been in business over 20 years. Greg Norris is the owner-operator. So if your car's got rust or dust, give Pit Stop Car Wash a try. They'll make your car shine like a dime every time. Located in Dover and New Philadelphia, Ohio. Proud sponsors of the Super Late Model Racing Division here for Mid-Vid Racing Videos this year. Ken Cantrell, Randy Nader will bring them in. Jumpin' Joel McKnight, Ron J. Bird Jr. We got a great. Kenny Stevens in 21, Mike Miller 53, and Danny Pennant in 64. Ken Cantrell bringing them in for the first lap. Car. Joel McKnight in second. Randy Nader third. Kenny Stevens trying to move up on the inside. Randy Nader caught on the outside. Ron J. Bird Jr., Mike Miller, and Danny Pettit make up your field. Jumping Joel McKnight making a move on the outside. Ken Cantrell hanging on. Joel McKnight second. Kenny Stevens third. His teammate Ron J. Bird Jr. is in that 4th spot. Mike Miller, Randy Nader, and Danny Pettit. Joel McKnight side by side with Ken Cantrell to enter turn number 3. Out of 4, he might have it. White flag will be out next time by. Lap and a half left. They're side by side as they enter turn number 3. Ken Cantrell, Joel McKnight touch. Then collects Kenny Stevens. And we got Mike Miller, Randy Nader, and Ron J. Bird Jr. in there. They've called for the ambulance for Randy Nader. He might have an arm injury. Randy Nader, number 75. He's still in the car. Okay, they are calling this a race. And they're going to give the win to Kenny Stevens in 21. And Randy Nader does have a hand injury. I believe they are going to transfer him to the hospital. So there'll be a break in the action until the ambulance, another ambulance is available to come. There's your winner, Ken Stevens.
CJR's Archery, Ohio Valley Towing.
Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan Late Model Sportsman. First heat. Mario Dino in 36, Doc Dixon in 4, Farmer Smith in 7, Marcus Malcolm in 75, Ernie Shook in 6, Roger Leinert in 2, and Steve Gillen in 50. Out in front is Mario Diano in 36. Doc Dixon in 2nd. Marcus Malcolm in 3rd. Moving up that 4th spot is Roger Leinert. Farmer Smith's in 5th. Ernie Shook 6th, and Mike Gillen in that final position out there. Marcus Malcolm looking to the outside of the doctor, Doc Dixon. He's motored up beside him. Dixon's able to pull away down the backstretch. And that Chrysler-powered Falls Jeep Eagle, number 4. And then Diano Ready Mix, number 36. Mario Diano showing the way. Doc Dixon in 2nd. Marcus Malcolm in the Malcolm engine sponsor number 75. He's in 3rd spot. And Roger Leinert's in that 4th spot. Farmer Smith 5th. Ernie Shook and Steve Gillen. Shook looks the outside of Farmer Smith. Down the back stretch to go. Into turn number 3. He's unable to make a move. Farmer Smith pulls away down the front stretch. Eddie Warmack ready to throw the white flag here at Midvale Speedway. He gives it to Mario Diano in the number 36 car. Leinert looks to the outside of Marcus Malcolm. One more time, can't make a move as they enter turn number 3. It's still Mario Diano coming out of 4. He'll pick up the heat win. Then Doc Dixon, Marcus Malcolm, Roger Leinert, Farmer Smith, Ernie Shook, and Steve Gillen. Indian Village Savings and Loan, proud sponsor of the late model sportsman class for Mid-Vid racing videos this year. They're located at 100 South Walnut Street in Jeanette, Hunton, Ohio. A full-service bank for all your banking needs. Check out Indian Village Savings and Loan in Jeanette, Hunton, Ohio. There's your winner of the first heat. Number 36, Mario Diano.
First year of sports stock racing. I'll tell you, they would change this car all over the racetrack.
Just cranking her on, and we'll start the second heat. And the Wagner car spins out coming out of 4. Second heat.
Not familiar with stock car racing, their first visitor to Midvale Speedway. Yellow flag means caution, just like the traffic control light. Yellow caution.
Looks like 5 will be Claude Hilton Jr. in 5. Keith Cope in 39. Randy Burns in 84 tonight. Bart Busby in 31. Tom Garbrand in 64. The 05 car being driven tonight by Ron Day. And number 9 tonight, Dave Wagner in number 9. First time here this year here at Midvale Speedway. Moving up from the street stock division to the late model sportsman class this year. Doing a fine job up at Lorraine County Speedway. Claude Hilton Jr., Dave Wagner will bring him in. Keith Cope and Randy Burns next row. Here we go. Claude Hilton Jr. leads him down to turn 1. Dave Wagner in second on the outside. Keith Cope in that 3rd spot. With right beside him is Randy Burns in 84. Tom Garbrandt's in that 5th spot. Ron Dagan 05 and Bart Busby bringing up the rear in 31. Claude Hilton Jr. New car for him this year. Chuck Surratt's old ride. David Wagner able to maintain control as Keith Cope gets underneath him for that 2nd spot. Tom Garbrand moving up to that 3rd spot now. 4 in, 4 to go. Claude Hilton Jr. is your leader. Keith Cope and Tom Garbrandt side by side for that second and third position. Ron Deggs in that 4th spot. 5th, Randy Burns and Dave Wagner. And Bart Busby has entered the pit area. Claude Hilton Jr. showing the way. Tom Garbrandt on the outside into that 2nd spot. Eddie Warmack had the white flag in hand. Next time by for these guys. Claude out in front all by himself. Tom Garbrandt has moved into 2nd. Dave Wagner in number 9 out there. Side by sides, Keith Cope and Ron Degg with Randy Burns into it. Your leader is Claude Hilton Jr. as he exits turn number 4. He'll win it. Tom Garbrandt 2nd. Ron Degg 3rd. Randy Burns in 4th. And looping it out of turn number 4, Keith Cope in 39. Going in the pits on the white flag lap, I believe, was Dave Wagner in number 9. Making his first appearance here this year here at Midvale Speedway. Here's your winner. Number 5, Claude Hilton Jr. in number 5. Key Joe's Body and Paint in Uricksville, Ohio. Joe DeCarbonata is the owner-operator. Stop in and see Joe for all your body work needs on that fine automobile of yours. He'll set you up right at Key Joe's Body and Paint, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Okay, moving into the second heat of the Indian Village Savings and Loan late model sportsman class. Bob Scott in 13. He's been coming down here now for almost a month. He'll bring him in. Jeff Smith located on the outside of him in that 2nd spot. Mike Himes in 28, making his first appearance here at Midvale Speedway for a number of years. In 28. The Himes trailer service number 28. Number 10 on the outside of him. Used to be driven by Scott Ramey. The next row back, Joe Molnar in 47, making his 2nd appearance here this year at Midvale Speedway. And his brother, Gene Molnar in 48. Oh, I believe he has a eye infection, so there's a fill-in driver for Gene in 48 tonight. And Carl Enos making his racing return here at Midvale Speedway in number 70. Coming out of 4. We got a green. Oh, no. Gene Molnar and Joe Molnar. Oh, bring out a yellow. Smith out in front, the number 10 car. We'll call him Scott Ramey because that was the last guy who drove that car. Out in that 2nd spot. Bob Scott in 3rd. Mike Himes in 28. Carl Enos in the number 70. And Joe Molnar in 47. Jeff Smith out in front. Ramey 2nd. 3rd. Mike Himes, Bob Scott. Bob Scott's going to loop it down in turn number 1. Caution out on the track. There we go. go. Carl Enos on the inside. Able to maintain it. He's still dirt tracking out there. Mike Hines and Carl Enos as Ramey's going for the lead on the outside. Jeff Smith into the infield, he's gone. And Carl Enos taking over second down the backstretch. White flag coming out. Coming out of 4. 10, 70, 28, 47, and 13, and 10 really fell off the pace there. Scott Ramey, that's what the announcer's saying, is your driver, number 10. Old Chunky's got it right. Scott Ramey in number 10 tonight. In the Indian Village Savings and Loan second heat, your winner, number 10, Scott Ramey. Okay, moving into the Dales Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing Division. On the pole, Tim Cohn in 14. His family walked away with the car giveaway last week here at Midvale Speedway, courtesy of Bob's Auto Sales up north. Mark Lucius in 99 will flank him on the outside. John Burns, Randy's older brother, in 79. Randy Smith in 12. Travis DeVore, 48. And Doug McMillan will flank him on the outside in 54. 2, formerly driven by Junior Carden. Junior just came into the track on the spectator side, back from Bristol. We have a fill-in driver for him here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Ryan Tedesco in 70. 50. Kevin Herron in 03. Formerly driven by Russ Moore, but I think for the points, they got it scored as 03 out there. And your top qualifier, Ron Garbrandt in 37. First heat of the Dales Heating and Cooling Street Stocks coming at you here at the Fast and Action Track in Tuscarawas County. Down to turn 1, out of 2, it's Tim Cohn in the 14 car. Mark Luce is on the outside in 99. 79 is John Burns. Randy Smith in 12. Travis DeVore in 78. Mark Luce is on the outside. Randy Burns' brother, John, on the inside. As Tim Cohen showing the way. Second night back out racing. Ryan Tedesco in 70. 3 abreast coming out of 4. Mark Luce is on the outside. He's drifting back. Four to go. Tim Cohen, John Burns, Travis DeVore, Ryan Tedesco. J. Smith and Junior Cartwright, number 2 out there. White flag coming out. Tim Cohen shows them down the backstretch. John Burns second. Ryan Tedesco third. Smith and McMillan side by side. Winner Tim Cohen, 79.70, 78, 54, 12, 2, 99, 50, and 37. For all your heating and cooling needs, we want you to check out Dale's Heating and Cooling in Uhrichsville, Ohio. Your local Armstrong Air Heating and Cooling distributor. They're located on Newport Avenue in Uhrichsville. Dale Roofner is the owner-operator. For all your heating and cooling needs, give Dale's Heating and Cooling a call in Uhrichsville, Ohio. Proud sponsors of the Street Stocks here this year at Midvale Speedway. There's your first heat winner, Tim Cohen from Uhrichsville, Ohio. Okay, moving to the second heat of the Dale's Heating and Cooling Street Stock Racing action. 0-1 on the inside, William Albiol. 0-1 on the outside, Kathy Mead making her racing return here at Midvale Speedway tonight. Rick Elkin in 52. Dorn Fisher in 4. Bill Hilliger 27. Casey Knight back after a horrific crash in turn number 3 last week. Bob Michael 69, Mike Frieden in 99, and Jason Oakley in 72. Leads them down the backstretch for the first time. Bill Hilliker right there in second. Rick Elkin in third. Fourth, Bob Eichel in 69. On the inside, he's making a move on Elkin. In the third, he'll go. Mike Frieden now trying to get on the inside of Rick Elkin for that fourth spot. As your leader, William Albiol, shows the way. Bill Hilliger side by side down the backstretch they go. Into turn number 3, it's still Albiol. Hilliger now. Dead heat for the lead. Bob Eichel in that third spot. Mike Frieden high on the outside in fourth. We'll keep an eye on the first 2 cars right at the moment. Fifth running is Casey Knight. Then Rick Elkin and Kathy Mead. Coming out of 4, Bill Hilliger is your new leader. He dips her low down in turn number 1. Can he hold her down as they exit turn number 2? Yes, he does. As your race leader is Bill Hilliker from Uhrichsville. William Albiol in second. Casey Knight and Mike Frieden into it for that fourth spot. Casey Knight on the inside. Mike Frieden on the outside. Then Rick Elkin, Kathy Mead in 01. Dorn Fisher in 4. And Jason Oakley in 72. Black flag coming out for Bill Hilliker. Going under his qualifying time. And we got Mike Frieden dropping some liquid on the racetrack. He'll bring out a yellow. Okay, going back to racing. William Albiol will bring him in. Bob Animal Eichel in second. Casey Knight will be in third. Casey Knight high on the outside. Him and Bob Eichel side by side. White flag out. Rick Elkin in that fourth spot. Casey Knight last week took a hard hit in that third turn. He's back racing tonight. William Albiol leads him to turn 3. Eichel and Knight side by side. Dead heat for second. William Albiol went to let them over in the press box figure out second and third. Rick Elkin was next. Kathy Mead, Gordon Fisher in there, and James Oakley. We do know who the winner was. William Albiol in 01. Okay, moving into the first heat of the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division. And we don't want you to forget about Race Talk with Pete in the Pits, Pete Carruthers, every Monday night between 7 and 8 o'clock, live from Bentley's Lounge in Dover, New Philadelphia. They'll talk racing with Pete in the Pits, live every Monday night from Bentley's Lounge in Dover on WBTC 1540 AM radio. On the pole in this division, Gary Hupengardner in 48. 14, making, I believe, his second racing night here at Midvale Speedway. 95, Mike Powell. Randy Doolan in 11. Tim Dreher in 73. Kevin McClintock in 38. Jimmy Orr in 28. And Jungle Jim Paris in 32 tonight. Last week, Wild Bill Whittaker climbed back behind that wheel. Came home, I believe, was second in the feature. Down to turn one we go. Out of two, it's Gary Hupengardner in 48. Mike Powell in 95 in that second spot. 14 in third. Randy Doolan in that fifth spot. Tim Dreher involved in it.
So much for the nice paint job. Hey!
Here we go. Gary Hupengardner takes the green. Mike Powell in second. Kevin McClintock in third. Tim Dreher, Jim Paris, and Jimmy Orr. Back is coming Jim Paris. Him and Kevin McClintock in battle for that third spot. Four to go. Gary Hupengardner's your leader. Mike Powell second. Jimmy Paris in third. Kevin McClintock in fourth. Tim Dreher fifth, and Jimmy Orr in that final spot. Black flag coming out for your leader. Gary Hupengardner must be going under his qualifying time. That puts Mike Powell out in front. Jimmy Paris pulls alongside of Mike Powell. In the turn three, they're side by side. White flag coming out. And down the backstretch they go. Jimmy Paris now into the lead. Can he hold her in turn number three? Mike Powell's got one turn to go. Your winner, Jimmy Paris, Mike Powell, Kevin McClintock, Tim Dreher, and Jimmy Orr in 28. He came from the back. Jungle Jim Paris in 32.
I'll tell you what, he led the only lap that's really important in South Carolina.
Jim Paris in 32. Plum Tire, located in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Your local distributor of Hoosier Street Tires. Steve Plum's the owner-operator. For all your tire needs, check out Plum Tire in New Philadelphia. Okay, moving to the second heat of the WBTC 1540 Detroit Iron Racing Division. Mike Dines in 77, Randy Rice in 20, Dan Gosser in 29, Bill Westlake 51, Craig Coventry in 1, John Bertram in 55, Dan Rule in 99, and then catch the name in 28 silver tonight. Showing the way. Randy Wright on the outside in second. Dan Gosser in that third spot. Craig Coventry, an old figure 8 driver, making his racing return. I believe was it last week, the last couple. In number 1, he's in that fourth spot. 99, Dan Gruhl in that fifth spot. Side by side for the lead. Westlake caught on the outside. Side by side, the first two spots are. Dan Gosser hang on that third spot. Craig Coventry in fourth. Dan Gruhl fifth. 28th in that sixth spot, then John Bertram and Bill Westlake. Craig Coventry has caught Dan Gosser for third, but they're side by side. First two cars are really going at it. First four side by side. Eddie Warmack got the white flag in hand. Coventry able to take over third. Here comes Dan Rule. Here comes her winner. 77, 21, 99, 29, 28, 55, and 51. In the second heat, your winner, I believe it was Mike Dines in 77 in the WBTC 1540 AM radio Detroit Iron Racing Division. Water Street Deli, located in Uricksville, Ohio. They've got all your fruit and vegetable needs, meat and cheese trays for all your vegetables, fruits needs. Check out Water Street Deli in Uricksville, Ohio. Okay, third heat of the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division. Richard Stallmaker in 59. A young lady in 24, not JT tonight. Smith is her name. Bertie in 83. Bill Cross in 25, and we've got 24 sideways. Oh! Hitting the front turn. All tore up is 83 up there. 5 and 24 involved. Fergie in 83. We have 5 out there. That's not Terry Labonte. Sue Smith, I believe, is her name in 24. Normally run by J.T. Turner in 24. And there's some sheet metal damage on Bill Cross. Out there racing yet is number 1, Barney Gerber in 2T and 7.
Don't forget that Sunday Rider.
Okay, moving in. We're trying to get this one started after a bad accident down in turn 1. Losing number 5. We're ready to start her. Richard Stallmaker in 59. Sue Smith, I believe, in 24. Bill Cross in 25. We lost Fergie in 83 out there. Barney Gerber 2T, 7 and 1. Jim Benzel in 7 tonight. Bought that car off of Don Rufner Jr. a couple weeks back. Up in front, Richard Stallmaker, Sue Smith on the outside in second. Hard charging Bill Cross in that third spot. He might have second Hicks and they enter turn 4 and down the front stretch. Enter in turn number 1 and 2. He's going for the lead. He's got it down the back stretch, bringing Jim Benzel and Barney Gerber with him. "24 and 1 are really rubbing it out there." Jim Benzel and Barney Gerber in that second and third spot. As Bill Cross in 25 shows the way in the third heat of the WBCC Detroit Iron Racing Division here in the Fast and Action Track in Tuscarawas County, Midvale Speedway. Halfway by Eddie Warmack that time. Bill Cross in 25. Looks like a Pontiac Firebird out there. He's showing the way. Jim Benzel in second. Barney Gerber in third. And Richard Stallmaker in fourth. 1 and Sue Smith in fifth. Here comes Barney Gerber on the outside. Trying to get second from Jim Benzel. Bill Cross will lead him down the back stretch one more time in the 25 car. Coming out of 4. Bill Cross, Jim Benzel, Barney Gerber. Richard Stallmaker will finish 4th. 1 will finish 5th, and 24 coming across the infield will finish in the next position. Picking up the third heat of the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division goes to Bill Cross from Midvale, Ohio, I believe. Don't forget about Lehigh Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Check out Lehigh Insurance Agency in Uricksville, Ohio. There's your winner, Bill Cross in 25. Okay, moving into a Legends Conte. 63, 39, 1, white, 65, 83, 44, 58, and 5. 1 next to the inside. They never said how many transfers, so wasn't trying to pick it up. 39, showing away, 83 in that third spot. 63 fourth, 1's in second, 58's in fifth. Then 65, 44 in 5. 65 having mechanical problems. He'll bring out a yellow. Okay, we're going back to racing. I believe they'll be going 10 laps, but they still haven't said how many transfer. We got 39-year leader. One white in second. 83's in third. 63 and 58 battling out for the next two positions. On the inside of 63 as they enter turn number 3. This is for 4th spot. Showing the way in the black and yellow, number 39. One white in second, the yellow and orange numbered. 83's in third, 58's in fourth, 63, 44 in 5. Second, one drifts high out of turn number 3. He's able to get underneath of him as they enter and exit turn 4. 39 showing the way. 83 in second. 1 and 58. I guess, in third. 65 back out from the pit. Going in to turn number 3 out of 4. Your white flag is coming out. It's 39, your leader. 83's in second. He's right there on his tail. 58, close third. Into turn 3 they go. One more time. Out of 4. 39, 83, 58, and 1. Then comes 44, 5, 63, and 65. Your winner of the Ohio, the Legends car, Conti, number 39 out there. Twin City Pawn and Gun. They're located in Uricksville. They buy, sell, and trade. They buy, sell, and trade at Twin City Pawn and Gun, located in Uricksville, Ohio. Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan, late model Sportsman Pursuit. Bart Busby, Tom Garbrandt will bring them in. Ron Dang, no start. Yellow still out. We'll give you the car numbers and drivers' names. Bart Busby in 31, Tom Garbrandt 64. Ron Degg in the 05 car tonight. 36, Mario Diano. Then the Farmer, Tom the Farmer Smith in 7. Doc Mixon in 4. 6 is Ernie Shook. Marcus Malkwood in 75. Steve Gillen in 50. And Roger Leinert in number 2 tonight. Here we go. Australian Pursuit. If you're fast, you're out of there. Ron Day lifts the outside of Tom Garbrandt. 64. Mario Dino now in that third spot. And Burt Busby's out. That puts Ron Degg in the lead. Mario Dino in second, third, Farmer Smith, then Doc Dixon, Ernie Shook. Steve Gillen trying to eliminate Marcus Malcott. And Roger Leinert in there. Mario Dino pressuring Ron Degg for that lead now. They're side by side as they enter turn number 3. Coming out of 4. Halfway. They slide in turn 4. Ron Degg in the 05 car. Mario Dino in 36, Farmer Smith in 7, Doc Dixon, Ernie Shook, Steve Gillen pulls off the pace, and Roger Leinert in 2. Flag. No more elimination in this race. All 4 position now. Down the backstretch one more time they go. Out of 4, it's going to be Ron Degg in 05. It's Mario Dino, Farmer Smith, Doc Dixon, Ernie Shook, and Roger Leinert. Indian Village Savings and Loan, located in Jeanette, Hutton, Ohio. A full-service bank. They're located in Jeanette and Hutton. For all your banking needs, check out Indian Village Savings and Loan, 100 Walnut Street in Jeanette and Hutton, Ohio. There's your winner of the Indian Village Savings and Loan late model Sportsman Pursuit tonight, Ron Degg. Okay, moving into the Dale Heating and Cooling Street Stock Pursuit coming up next. Remember, all your heating and cooling needs, check out Dale's Heating and Cooling on Newport Road in Uricksville, Ohio. Proud sponsors of the Street Stock Racing action here each and every Sunday night at Midvale Speedway for Mid-Vid racing videos through the 1996 racing season. Waiting for one car. Casey Knight will be the alternate, and I can see him running through the pits, jumping in that car right now. I just seen a black driver's suit, and I know that's Casey, and he's on his way to his car. Bob Eichel is out there in 69, Tim Cohen in 14, Mark Lucas in 99, John Bird in 79, Randy Smith in 12, Travis DeVore 78, Doug McMillan 54. The car is usually driven by Junior Cart, and Junior has just made it back from Bristol right as the race has started, and he's sitting down here on the grandstand side. So they have an alternate driver in there tonight. That team won the big $1,000 to win last night up in Lorraine. One of the Diana boys was behind the wheel, brought home the checker flag after 100 laps at the Lorraine County Speedway. And your top qualifier, Ryan Tedesco in 70. As we're waiting for Casey Knight to make his way down through the pit entrance, don't you forget about Mako's Market and Pharmacy, located in Uricksville, Ohio. For all your pharmacy and shopping needs, check out Mako's Market and Pharmacy in Uricksville, Ohio. Casey Knight's in the pit chute. He'll join the field this time by anxious moments last week for Casey Knight. had to be helped from his car as he hit the third turn wall full throttle. Something broke on that car and he was on for the ride. White flag is out this time. They'll be going 10 laps. The Dale Seating Coins Street Stock Racing action here tonight. Casey Knight, Bob Eichel, Tim Cohen, Mark Lucius, John Burns, Randy Smith, Travis DeVore, the number 2 car. 54 moving up in his spot. Doug McMillan and Ryan Tedesco in 70. Okay, here we go. Coming out of 4, we got a green. Yellow light still out. Somebody must be out of position. Here we go. Leads them down in turn 1 and 2. Bob Eichel second, Tim Cohen third. Mark Lucius in that 4th spot. 5th is John Burns in 79. On the inside, Mark Lucius trying to get underneath Tim Cohen. Back in the back comes Doug McMillan trying to get by Travis DeVore in 78. Randy Smith in that 12 car right behind John Burns in 79 as Casey Knight showing the way. Travis DeVore is out in 78. Bob Eichel hanging on that 2nd spot. Him and Tim Cohen are going at it side by side as they exit turn number 2 down the backstretch. Doug McMillan's out in 54. And Randy Smith hanging on in 12 from Brian Tedesco. Mario Dino's out in the junior kart ride. Casey Knight out in front. Bob Animal Eichel hanging on that 2nd spot. 3rd. On the inside is Mark Lucius. 4th, Tim Cohen on the outside. John Burns, Ryan Tedesco, and Randy Smith in there. Randy hanging on from Brian Tedesco. There, I believe, Mark Lucius has eliminated Tim Cohen. Lucius and Bob Eichel into it now for 2nd and 3rd as Casey Knight shows the way in 28. John Burns and Ryan Tedesco out there racing yet. White flag coming out. John Burns has got underneath Mark Lucius. Mark hangs on, so there won't be no elimination. It'll be for position only. Your leader down the backstretch, one more time he's going, is number 28, Casey Knight from Uricksville. Coming out of 4, here's your race winner, Casey Knight, Bob Eichel, John Burns, Brian Tedesco, and Mark Lucius. After a horrendous crash in turn number 3 last week, the gentleman had to be helped from his car on a backboard and a neck brace. One happy camper out there right now in the Knight Tire sponsor number 28 in the Dale Heating Cooling Street Stock Racing action tonight. Casey Knight, your race winner. into the Detroit Iron Racing Division. That's sponsored by WBTC 1540 AM radio. Don't forget about Race Talk with Heat in the Pits every Monday night live from Bentley's Lounge from 7 to 8 o'clock. Pete Carruthers, your host for Heat in the Pits. Here we go. Dan Grohl in 99, 28 silver, then 14. Randy Dooling in 11, Mike Powell 95, Tim Dreher 73, Kevin McClintock in 38, Jimmy Orr in 28, Gary Hooper 48, and Jim Paris in 32. Australian pursuit time for the Detroit Iron here at Midvale tonight. '99 out in front. Real tight battle for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, on back. You're past, you're out, baby. Jimmy Paris looking on the inside of Gary Hoopengardner. Tim Dreher's out in 73. And, oh, Gary almost got it, but I believe he hung on. Randy Dooling in the infield. Kevin McClintock's out in 38. 14's out. So we got a few cars left here. As we sort it out, we'll tell you how many. 5 cars left. That's 28 now. Looks to the outside of 99. Dan Rule in 99, hanging on. Mike Powell in that third spot. Gary Hoopengardner and Jungle Jim Ferris in 32. Powell on the inside of 28. He'll have him coming out of 2 down the back stretch. He's still in it. He's still in it. 28 still hanging on the outside. Yellow. All right, black flag coming up for 99. He must have been going over his qualifying time, and we will resort this out and get back racing here in the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division shortly. Okay, let's get this straightened out. Dan Rule was not going over his qualifying time. Mike Powell had been passed earlier in the racing event, so he threw the black. So 28 could get back up to his proper position at 48 and 32 behind 99. Dan Grohl, bring him in 99, 28. Hoopengardner in 48 and Harris in 32. Jungle Jim will look to the outside of Hoopengardner as they exit turn 2. But Hoopengardner's got ideas to go high too. But 99's got the best idea. He's trying to lead this race. Paris on the inside. Hoopengardner's not eliminated yet. He hung on. Gary on the outside and Jimmy on the inside. Jim can't decide which way to go with 28 right ahead of him. Now he's out. Gary's out in 48. There's 3 cars left. Jungle Jim will move to the outside at 28 now. He'll take her very hard into turn 3. 1 lap to go. '99 out in front, but here comes Jim Paris in 32 now. He'll pull alongside of him as they enter turn number 3, but 99 is able to withstand it. Coming out of 4, it'll be 99 in 32. Then 28. He gave her all she had, buddy. and was able to hang on. Dan Gruel in 99.
45 seconds earlier.
Picking up the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron pursuit here tonight. Number 99, Dan Gruel in 99.
I'll give it down a big old round of applause. Yes, serious competition. All right, hang in. Hold on there. Okay, checker flag.
Okay, moving to the Legends feature event of the evening. 42 will bring him in. On the outside of him, Eric Spartan in 24, last week's feature winner. Then 4, 6 on the inside, 32 on the inside. We'll go on the inside row. 16, 23, 75, 1 red, 83, 1 white, and 44. Now we'll go to the outside. 24 on the outside, 6T, 1D, 20, 28, 17, 25, 39, 58. I believe they'll go 20 laps. Legends on the track here at Midvale Speedway. Being displayed, 42, 24, bring them in 4, 6, 6 blue, 32. 16, 1D, 20, 23, 28, 75, 1D, 1 red, 25, 83, 39, 1 white, 58, and 44. And here we go, 20 laps. Down through 1 and 2. Eric Spartan at 42, side by side. Eric at 24, 42 on the outside of him. Leading lap 1 will be Eric Spartan at 24. On the outside, trying to get that third spot. 6 blue, right behind him in 5th. Then 32. 1D, 16, 23, 20, 75, and 28. As Eric Spartan in 24 shows the way. 42's in 2nd, 4's in 3rd, 6 black is in the 4th spot. Yellow is down on the track. We've got 23 down right by the start-finish line. Okay, white flags being displayed. Eric Spartan in 24, 42, 4, 6 black, 6 blue, black and blue. We in the Central Division of the NFC. The black and blue, 6 and 6. And 1D, 16, 20, 75, 28. Here we go. Second is 42, then 4, 6 of black, 6 blue. Davis, I believe, is 6 blue. 32, and 1D, 16 and 20, 75, 28. Out there. 1:24 a lap now. Trying to get on the inside of 4. He's got him for 3rd. 16, Luther coming out of 4. He's back in the race. Coming up his time by. Eric Spartan out in front. Second spot. Yellow situation. 5. Yellow stalled in turn number 1. On the hook was not number 5. It was 83. 83 yellow. Okay, we're getting ready to go back to racing. It's 25 laps, not 20, so we got 10 to go. 15 in, 10 to go, they said. Number 6 is starting a challenge for the lead. He looks to the outside. Now he looks to the inside. Backs off. Has him going into turn number 3. Can he hold it? Here comes 24 back. They say. 42, excuse me, then second, third, then third. Eric Spartan not giving up on that second spot. He wants it first back. and 5 laps to go. Eric Spartan will get the green this time. Right there. White flag coming out, I think. Yes, it is. Eric Spartan leads it down in turn 1. Six gets underneath 32 for that 4th spot. Coming out of 4, it'll be 24, 42, 4, 6, 32, 1 Steve, and the remainders of the legends here at Midvale Speedway.
All the way from south of Huntington to West Virginia, we're down by the Kentucky line. By track photographer Dan Bailey. Over the picture, Craig Fisher from Mid-Vid Racing Videos, one of the sponsors of the race this evening.
Okay, moving into the pit stop car wash super late model racing division. Don't forget about stopping into pit stop located in Dover and New Philadelphia. They'll make your car shine like a dime every time. Pit stop car wash located in New Philadelphia and Dover, Ohio. Kenny Stevens will bring him in on number 21, and the outside of him looks like it'll be number 53, Mike Miller. Next row back in the Laurel Valley Oil, sponsor number 49, it's Rich Desecker. Outside of him is Ernie Shook in 24. Next row, Gary Whipke on the outside, and Jim Rambud might be on the inside, or backwards. Whipke on the inside and Rambud on the outside. 23, Bob Gaynor, your top qualifier tonight. 80, Dino Long in there. Jumping Joel McKnight. Ken Cantrell in 07. Ron Jaber Jr. in 22, and 64, Danny Pettit. Here we go. Through 1 and 2, it's Kenny Stevens, Mike Miller, Rich Desecker, Ernie Shook. Now, Ernie Shook in second, Rich Desecker back to 4th, as Kenny Stevens hangs on to 3rd. Gary Whipke in 5th, Jim Rambud in 6th. Dino Long and Bob Gaynor, your top qualifier tonight, I believe. Spot. Jim Rambud coming with him on the outside. We got a yellow. Yellow. And 27 to go. Mike Miller went under his qualifying time. No start, no start. Rich Desecker, 1-2. Gary Whipke on the outside of Kevin Stevens for 3rd. Jim Rambud on the outside now. Rich backs off, almost has Ernie going into 3. gets by Kenny Stevens for fourth spot. Bringing your top ball fire with him, Bob Gaynor. Kenny on the inside. Rich goes to the outside now of Ernie Shook. Coming back. They touch. Rich pulls away. Ernie in second. Gary Whipke in third. Bob Gaynor fourth. Jim Ramba, fourth. Bob Gaynor fifth. Then Dino Long in sixth. Mike Miller, Joel McKnight, Ron J. Bird Jr., Ken Cantrell out there racing. As Rich Dessinger goes away. Second, Ernie Shook, Gary Whipke. Yellow out, Dino Long coming out of four. Going back to racing, Rich Dessinger, Ernie Shook, Gary Whipke, Jim Ramba. Bob Gaynor, Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens, Joel McKnight, Ron J. Bird, Dino Long, and Ken Cantrell. Miller now starting to challenge Bob Gaynor for that position. Trying to catch Ernie Shook. Ramba. In that fourth spot, Bobby Gaynor. Starting to challenge Jim for that fourth spot. That second spot, Ernie's got it, Jerry wants it. Ramba right there in that fourth spot, along with Bobby Gaynor. says that time. 10 more laps to go. Battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Starting to challenge Bob Gaynor. White flag coming out. Coming on the outside. Your winner, Rich Decker, Rambut on the outside. He's going for second on the outside. Rich Decker pulls off the victory here at Midvale.
I'd like to thank all folks in Newtown Hall. We're going to just wait on.
Okay, moving into the Indian Village Savings and Loan late model sportsman feature. On the pole, Tom Garbrand at 64, Bart Busby 31 on the outside of him, Farmer Smith in 7, and Mario Diano in 36. Next row back is 6 of Ernie Shook and 5 of Ron Day. Marcus Malcolm in 75, Roger Leinert in 2, 4 is Doc Dixon, and 50 is Steve Gillen. Randy Burns in 84, Keith Cope in 39, Dave Wagner in 9 tonight. Making his first appearance here this year at Midvale. 5, Claude Hilton Jr. 70, Carl Enos making his first appearance here this year. Scott Ramey in 10. Mike Hines in 28, making his first appearance in several years here at Midvale Speedway. Bob Scott in 13. Joe Molnar in 47. A replacement driver for the normal driver of Gene Molnar, who generally drives 48. And 34 of Jeff Smith. Indian Village late model sportsman feature coming at you next. Here we go. Tom Garbrand leads him down on turn 1 and 2. He pulls away as your race leader. Farmer Smith, Ernie Shook. Marcus Malcolm in that 4th spot. 5th, Bart Busby, Doc Dixon, Ron Day, Mario Dial, Steve Gillen, and Roger Leinert. Tom Garbrand out in front. Taking to the pit in 48. Marcus Malcolm up to 4th on the outside, trying to get by Ernie Shook for that 3rd spot. Tom Garbrand, Farmer Smith, Marcus Malcolm, Ernie Shook, Doc Dixon, Roger Liners, Mark Busby, Mario Dino, Ron Day, Steve Gill, and Randy Burns. Major wreck. 75, 05, 31, 50, 84, 6. And 4. Everybody's climbing out. Here we go. Tom Garbrandt, Ernie Schick will bring them in. Outside of Mark Busby. Tom Garbrandt out in front. Tom's pulling away from the pack right now. Mario's trying to catch him on the outside. Steve Gillen into it now. Randy Burns in 84. He's back about 6 spots. Keith Cope in the infield. Off the track he goes. Mario Dino into second now. Tom Garbrandt out in front. Dave Wagner in that number 9 car. How 6th spot he is. 7th spot. Dave Wagner's in 7th. Claude Hilton Jr. in 8th. Here comes Marcus Moppin on the outside. Coming with him. Mark Busby, Ernie Schick into it for 2nd and 3rd. Steve Gillen, fishtail, and then 4. Randy Burns right there in 84. Off the track, and the yellow coming out is Joe Muller in 47. Good. Tom Garbrandt. Oh, he's pulling up on the white flag. He's pulling to a stop at the flagman. Okay. I believe there's 13 in, 12 to go, or 12 in and 13 to go. Either way, Tom Garbrandt is your leader, and Mario Dino right there in 2nd now. 3rd is Ernie Schick. 4th is Mark Busby. 5th, Steve Gillen, Randy Burns, Dave Wagner, Marcus Moppin, Roger Liners. Liners on the outside. Trying to get by Wagner now as Tom Garbrandt trying to hang on. Mark Busby now. Down in Ernie Schick. Tom Garbrandt still has the lead. He's giving Mario Dino racing room right now. He's going to get by him, going to go on the outside. Schick's in 3rd. Mark Busby 4th. 6, Marcus Malquit now. Then Liner. Keep going to the pit. Mario up beside Tom now. They're side by side. Garbrandt, Mario Diano. They're rubbing a little bit as they exit 4. Mario on the outside, Tom on the inside. The leaders spin out. Okay, 21 in, 4 to go. Like your leader is going to be Ernie Shook after the green comes back out. Second will be Bart Busby in 31. Then Marcus Malquit all the way from the back of the pack up to 3rd. Then Roger Liner right behind him. Dave Wagner being 5th. 6th will be Farmer Smith. Then comes Scott Ramey, Carl Enos, Mario Diano now in 36, Tom Garbrandt in 64, Joe Molitor out there racing with Bob Scott, and back out on the track is Jeff Smith. Okay, 4 laps to go. The white flag has been given. Ernie Shook, Bart Busby, Marcus Malquit. Oh boy, they're going to be... Everybody's all right. Here we go. To go. Ernie Shook will lead him down to turn 3. Marcus going to the outside of Bart Busby. 3 laps to go. Liner in that 4th spot. Then Wagner 5th. Farmer Smith after that. On the outside. White flag out for Ernie Shook. Liner getting into it now. Shook, Busby, 75, 2, 9, 7, 10, 36, 70, 40, 64, 74. 13 and 34. Your winner, Ernie Shook, in the late model sportsman of the night. Okay, moving into the Dales Heating and Cooling Street Stock feature tonight. Tim Cohen in 14, Bill Hilliger 27, Mark Lucius in 99, 50 out there. And then John Burns in 79, Bob Eichel 69. Junior Karts ride in number 2. Travis DeVore 78, Randy Smith in 12, Brian Tedesco in 70, Doran Fisher in 4. Rich Elkin in 52, William Alvia 01, James Oakley 72, Kathy Mead the other 01, Ron Garbrand 37, Kevin Herron in 03 and 50. Oh, that was Doug McMillan 54 up front, excuse me. Second row, Doug McMillan in 54. No start, no start. Okay, we'll try her again. Tim Cohen, Bill Hilliger. Tim Cohen leads it down the backstretch. Mark Luce is in second. Bill Hilliger outside in third. Doug McMillan in 54. He's in fourth. John Burns fifth. Junior Cart's car in two. He's in that next position. Bob Eichel in 69. Holding down six yet. Car being driven tonight by Mario Diano. Tim Cohen showing the way yet. Mark Luce is in second. Out in front, Tim Cohen, Mark Lucius, Doug McMillan, Bill Hilliger, John Burns, in a space back to Mario Diano, Ryan Tedesco. Randy Smith, Bob Eichel, Travis DeVore, Rick Elkin, Jordan Fisher, Ron Garbrand. Top five, her nose to tail out there. Doug goes to the outside of Mark now, trying to get second. Travis DeVore. Ron Garbrand into it, I guess. Tim Cohen's your leader in the Dale's Heating, Cooling, Street Stock Racing Action feature. Mark Luce is in second. Here we go. Jason Oakley up there and turned down the back stretch this time. Flag's been displayed. Tim Cohen, Mark Lucius, Doug McMillan, Bill Hilliger, and John Burns, Mario Diano. Ryan Tedesco, Randy Smith, there we go, Bob Eichel. Tedesco looks to the outside of Mario Diano, trying to move up on the outside. Watch your hand. outside now comes Bill Hilliker trying to get by Doug McMillan. Doug's caught on the outside. The fourth now. Randy Smith in fifth, Doug McMillan sixth. Second is Mark Lucius, and your leader still Tim Cohen in 14th. On the outside, trying to get fourth from John Burns. Mark Lucius has caught Tim Cohen. Ryan Tedesco on the inside of Randy Smith. Mark's going high now. This back low. Side by side with Cohen, they touch. Tim Cohen and Mark Lucius. Bill Hilliker inherits the lead. Caution's still going to be out. Bill Hilliker, John Burns in second, Ryan Tedesco third, and then Mario Diano, Randy Smith, Rick Elkin, Doug McMillan, Ron Garbrandt, Bob Eichel, 50-01 of William Albiel, 01 of Kathy Mead, and 14 of Tim Cohen. Bad break for Mark Lucius. He had to go back in the pits. 5 laps to go. Bill Hilliker, John Burns, right there in second. Third be Ryan Tedesco. Here we go. Cohen. Here we go. We'll try her again. 5 to go. Ryan Tedesco looks the outside of John Burns. Bill Hilliker still shows the way in a 27 car. Tedesco's trying to get by Burns for second. Smith in fourth. Then comes Mario Diano. Rick Elkin, Doug McMillan, Ron Garbrandt, Eichel, 50-01 of William Albiol. Smith on the inside of Ryan Tedesco. Bill Hilliker showing the way. John Burns in second. White flag will be out this time. goes the infield. Caution will be out once again. Fire again. White flag will be out one more time. Mario has got it in now. White flag out for Bill Hilliker. Down the backstretch they go one more time. Coming out for Bill Hilliker. Junior Curtis card, Royal down, 59, 52, 37, 54, 59, 50, 70, 12, and 01. Your winner of tonight's Dale's Heating Cooling Street Stock Racing Feature, number 27, Bill Hilliker.
Yes, for the cars run on a feature earlier this year with Ron. They drive the first win for Bill driving his own car.
Okay, moving into the WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Feature. 7 and 1 will bring them in. Jim Rice in 20 and Dan Gossett 29, Phil Westlake 51. Jim Benzel in 7. Up into the back stretch. Wall 155 with one with him. Number 1, no identification on him, but John Bertram in 55 up there. Okay, 15 lap Detroit Iron Feature, no laps in. Jim Benzel and Jimmy Rice. Bring him in. Randy Rice, excuse me. Here we go. Westlake on the outside, trying to get by Dan Gossett for that 4th spot on the outside. Randy Dooley, ham bagging out there tonight. Third, 51's in 4th, 99 5th, then 28 silver, 73, 28 black, and 95 and 32. 14 loops up turn number 4. Caution coming out again. White out, we'll try it again. 3 in, another 15 laps. WBTC 1540 Detroit Iron Feature. There's a bunch back here about for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Showing away, 7 in second, 29 third, 51, 28, silver, 99, 73, 32, 28 black, 48, 95, 38, 77, 25, 11. Like hanging on that 4th spot. Dan Gosser all alone in 3rd. Second is Jim Benzel, and your leader is Rice in 20. Like hanging on that 4th, 28 silvers, pressuring him every lap. Coming out for 77. Mike Dines. Okay, 11 in, 4 to go. Now challenging 51 for that 4th spot. S20 still shows the way. 7, 29, 51, 32 stuck in there now. Jim Parrish from the back. Challenging Bill Westlake for 4th. Now Dan Gosser for 3rd. Coming out. Race going down the backstretch. There's your leader. Paris has got one turn to get him. 20, 32, 7, 51, 28, 30, 73, 48. After that, you'll have to watch the tape. Your winner, number 20, Randy Rice in 20.
Thank you all for coming out. I've got to tell you, there's a full bunch of things. Check your calendar before you put it out there. Never going to take care of Leo. Nice seeing you again, buddy.
Your winner of tonight's WBTC 1540 AM Detroit Iron Racing Division, Randy Wright. There's your winner, number 20.
You and I talk well, you were left here, you can hear us anyhow. Randy Wright's in the final.
Randy Wright.